You're listening to a LibertyLampoon.com exclusive featuring Michael and Aaron, as well as General Mattis. For the full episode, visit LibertyLampoon.com/episodes/26. Or subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, TuneIn, as well as on the radio at IPMNation.com, FPRNradio.com, and LRN.FM. Okay, we're back.
So always back.
We have a guest. We have a very special guest.
Yep,
somebody that we've had disagreements on in the past.
Yep, I'm really excited to have this person come on the show. This is the first person from the current administration.
Oh yeah,
that we're having on.
Yes, it's
Liberty
incredible.
Lampoon.
No, that's not true. Jeff Sessions, didn't he get confirmed? Or did he not?
Yeah, I guess he did. Okay, well, yeah. I mean...
Well, technically, he's dead in our universe.
Yeah, in
our fictional universe.
Yeah.
I need to specify that.
In our dimension, he's no longer with us.
But, I mean, in a real world, he's dead to us. But, I mean, we would never wish harm on him.
In the multiverse, he is no longer with us.
Yeah, right, exactly. The ultimate universe.
Yeah. So anyways,
Jeff Sessions' ultimate no longer exists.
All right, Jeff Sessions, fuck him. Anyways.
Yeah, let's move on to Mattis.
Yeah, so
arguably the more dangerous one.
Yeah. So we are going to have General Mattis. We messaged him or sent him an email, and
yeah, he just called like a few minutes ago saying that that he was going to be late because he was getting his suit pressed and his shoes waxed, and we were like, "No, dude, you need to come, like, casual,
just real chill,"
because we're we aren't really like a serious news organization, and we're known as fake news, so it's not like anybody's going to believe that it was actually him, anyways.
Yeah. And I mean, we don't actually record video; it's just the audio. So like,
yeah, so he could say that's not me.
Aaron right now is in his spandex
tidy whities.
I was gonna say BDSM suit because you kind of have that.
Well, I mean, I use it as a BDSM suit, but it's just tidy whities.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Well, it's weird. It's weird because Aaron just has the hole for his mouth, and so we can. Look who just walked in.
Oh, no way. Hey.
General Mattis, welcome to Liberty Lampoon. Glad you could join us. And please have a seat right there.
Are you sure that this I can let my hair actually down or
yes, sir.
Okay, let me take this off. So oh, it's me, General Mattis. I'm so happy to be here. Okay, Mattis, you're wearing a wig and makeup. You took off your trench coat, and it's like you just became a completely different person. What happened? Guys, I am so happy to be on Liberty Lampoon. It's so good to be here. I'm so happy that I could be around you, Michael. I've followed your career when you were a Marine. I'm so, like, on my knees, just super happy about it. It's just like we have such a deep connection on a cosmic level. You know what I mean, Michael?
General,
this is really very interesting.
Yeah, your voice has changed since I last heard you spoke.
The thing about it is that it's like whenever you told me that this was casual, I got so like on my knees, like begging. Oh, I just can't wait to be around them in that way. You know what I mean, Michael? I'm super excited to be around you and Aaron. And Aaron, oh my God, you look super good today. It's like you have better style than Michael. It's incredible. I can't even believe it. Oh my God. Thank you so much, General Mattis.
I think that's debatable.
No, I don't think it's debatable at all, Michael.
Debatable.
I think that you're being a dick. You're disrespecting General Mattis. Don't you have a lot of respect for him?
I do. General, did you know, actually, I served under you. You were the NATO commander.
Oh, I remember everything about you, Michael. I watched you from a distance, especially when you were in the Philippines. Marines. I really liked all the things that you did there.
You were that was under someone else.
I have like this big telescope, and I can just see everything. Why?
Man.
That's not that funny, Michael. I do have this big telescope, and now that I am the Secretary of Defense, you have no idea the things that I'm capable of.
General Mattis, I gotta tell you, this is just really trippy.
It's trippy because you're like a completely different person than what we see on TV. This hard-faced lunatic. Now you're wearing like pink and blue eyeshadow. Like, I don't even know what to think about you.
Yeah.
Well, let me just say this, Aaron. Everybody has their moments, okay? Everybody has a different thing that they're into, and I'm not going to let that get in the way of my foreign policy, okay? So let me just tell you, our foreign policy is going to be fabulous, okay? My goal in this administration is to protect the people from foreign threats. Okay, the only foreign threat that you have to worry about, especially you, Michael, the only foreign threat you have to worry about with me is the gobs and gobs of Iranian men that I plow on the reg. You get it? You smell it, Michael? You can smell it all over me.
General Mattis, this
is very interesting, General
this is a side that I did not expect.
Look, everyone needs to relax and unwind sometimes. I just have my own way. Everyone knows I'm married to the Marines. Firefights, those aren't the only action that I see, if you know what I mean. I do this thing called below deck docking. Have you ever heard of that, Michael?
No, what is
below deck docking? Is it's where I put on my uniform and I mush my awards into like a sort of tunnel, and then I use that tunnel as like a sort of like a pocket pussy. It's not, but it's not disrespectful. It's not disrespectful because I earned those medals, and those medals earned my fat loads.
General Mattis.
Well, General, you must really like all those awards that you wear all the time, every day in public.
I don't know.
Everywhere you go.
So is your image in the Marine Corps and of other service members, and just the general Mad Dog image that has been
that's real. That's real. I'm a mad dog when I get into bed with hot Iranian men. I'm a mad power bottom. I've killed men with my power bottom savagery.
No. So, General Mattis, your famous quotes about killing's a real hoot and how
I kind of want to get into something else on my own. Can I drive this conversation in a direction?
Please, General. Please.
I want to do this. So, have you seen the death and destruction caused by men like Julian Assange?
I can't.
He is a serious guy, and I tried to extract as much information about him and his whereabouts as I could. It was like trying to get into a really popular gay bar, Michael. I push and push and push to try to get in, but sometimes you just have to let the bouncer in. You know what I mean?
Well, General, I might say you're probably a more dangerous individual than
no.
Julian
I'm just
Assange.
a firm believer in mutual climax. That's all.
Oh, well, I guess that that's respectful. I guess
it's pretty selfish, actually.
Mutual.
I don't like how you're coming off at me right now. Like, I'm getting this weird vibe because I've been like the biggest fan of yours. Aaron, you not so much. Well, I'm not really part of the Marines or really any sort of like entity like that, but I'm really enjoying this kind of dialogue that you're having right now.
General Mess, when they when they were debating whether or not to repeal Don't Ask, Don't Tell, did you have any say in that, or did they ask your advice at all? Or
Well, I really didn't, and I didn't really know like what I was gonna do if they repealed it. But I also didn't know what I would do if they didn't because I do like to hide in the shadows. I've been into drag for quite some time.
Well, you spent quite a long time in the Marine Corps prior to the.
But it's hard for a strong ass military general to actually get like any real acknowledgement for their accomplishments. Not true with drag shows. I get all sorts of accolades for the things that I do on that stage.
How were you able to keep that under wraps while serving?
Well, it was hard. This one time, an Arab man pulled out a pistol while I was dancing. Little did he know that my cock game is strong, okay? I whipped my dick out, and I repeatedly slapped him in the face with it from a distance. He had no idea what was coming on. I won the drag race, and then they repealed Don't Ask, Don't Tell. I'm the reason. That's right, Michael. I'm the reason. And really, that man who pulled that gun out, I love him now because he is Arab and his name is Habib and we're happy. Okay, Michael.
So,
wow, you have a gay lover named Habib
that you've managed to keep under wraps all this time.
No, we're just friends. Well, you're putting it out there like you're in love with a man named Habib. Is that or are you just like what's going on?
That's the way I was understanding.
I just randomly hit him up sometimes.
Oh,
okay. So it's kind of just like not that big of a deal.
It's just kind of like a casual thing.
Right, I get it. Huh. So, anyways, man, Mattis, this is incredible. It's like a mirror image. It's like we're in a different universe right now.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, almost like this is very Anthony Weiner-esque.
No, what?
General
Don't
Mattis.
even go there with me. I'd string that man up in the streets. Are you kidding me?
This
is ridiculous. I can't even believe that you said that.
Well,
this interview might be over if you're not careful, Michael.
Well, Gerald, I didn't mean to offend you, but no, I'm just saying not that you're sending dick pics, to random women or men or anything like that, but it's just this is big news. This is breaking news, and because you've been single for so long and you were essentially married to your career in the Marine Corps.
People just so worried,
Yeah, and I don't know, because having spent time in the Marine Corps, you're really just an idolized icon of the current Marine Corps, and you're just highly respected.
I like to think of myself as kind of like the typical Marine, you know what I mean? Because we're all around men like all the time, and we don't realize that sometimes our best friends become our best lovers, you know what I mean? And that's why how every time that we go to certain islands, there's this rule called no women rule, where we all go down below deck and do some below deck docking, but together, we grab each other's medals and roll them into balls and then fuck with the medals, and we do that together. You've done it. I have video of you doing it.
I can't say that I have.
Oh, are you not out yet? Is that what's...
I am.
If you're not out, it's cool.
Well, it's cool. General,
we'll leave it for another time.
My stack is not as tall as yours.
Well, your dick's not that big either. I mean, it shouldn't be an issue.
Thank you, General. Thank you.
Michael, we don't have to talk about this right now, okay? We'll just get some below deck docking later tonight.
All right. Well, anyway,
I've got some new KY. His and his.
Is that really a thing?
No, but I really am excited for when they come out with that new his and medals, because that is going to work really well for my below deck docking routine. You know what I mean? Yeah. I've got so many medals. That's why I wear them all the time.
Well, General, I have a question about you now being the Secretary of Defense. What you're saying earlier that we don't have to worry about being attacked here on the home front while you're Secretary of Defense, and what are your plans?
I've got plans
with the department now,
but we need like tangible plans. General Mattis.
Just kind of what you're thinking, where you want to go with.
Okay, let me tell you what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna spread out the troops, like kind of like a blanket, and they'll be the first thing that we need to worry about is Iran. Okay, they're the biggest threat that there is to this, this democracy. Okay, and our interests in the region.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spread out like this blanket.
Okay.
Of men, just gobs and gobs and gobs of gay Marine men, because we're mostly all gay, but we'll all be spread out.
Really
and then
accurate.
What we'll do is we'll rush into Iran the second that they pull out that ballistic nuke, which I know that they have because I'm a genius. Don't tell anyone. Anyways, the second they pull out that ballistic nuke, all those men are going to rush in, and we will butt fuck our way all the way to the Iranian capital. And then the second that we get there, we will punish the Ayatollah Khamenei. Isn't that his name?
Yeah, something like that.
That is the basis of my foreign policy. That's the thing that we need to worry about. So it's mainly sexual, as you can tell.
Yeah.
Is that okay? I mean, like, what do you think? Do you think it's a good idea?
Well, everyone may want and need to get checked prior to and after.
Do you think that there's like a better idea? Because I do have one more idea.
No.
Okay, so this administration's foreign policy is going to be a lot like Dick Cheney's idea.
Okay.
We're going to drop as many bombs as possible, indiscriminate of who they land on. We'll take their women and their children, and we'll put them in a centralized sort of hospital, right? Like a Doctors Without Borders hospital. Then we'll blow up that hospital because we cannot let them exist. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They're just bad people.
Yeah.
And then we'll find all of their men and we'll punish them. We'll waterboard them, and then we'll turn them into drag queens like the rest of us Marines. You know what I mean. And we'll call it Project RuPaul Runway Marines. That's what it'll be called.
Huh.
I'm sensing like this weird tension. Are you like?
I don't know how to. I have no response to that, General. I
feel like it's the best foreign policy you've probably ever heard of, though, right? It's up there because you understand how us as Marines behave below deck with the docking and whatnot, right?
Not really, General. I think
there's nothing quite like taking an MRE, and just kind of putting your cock into it. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
whenever there's not another Marine around, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right?
Well, General,
and that's what I'm basing my foreign policy on. That's where I got the idea. I was alone in my room, and I just had an MRE, and I was like, I'm so lonely. And then I was like, I don't need to be lonely. I can just put it into this MRE. You know?
General, I would be concerned because those MREs, they come in that like tough, like plastic, almost like aluminum foil type packaging.
Well, but this is how you get used to fucking your own metals. You know what I mean?
Huh.
Below deck docking. Get that in your head. The listeners, they should get that in their head too, because it's important. General, it's going to be fun. Everyone's going to be doing it in a few years whenever they start giving out medals for the least, straight of all of us.
Yeah. Well, General, I'm recalling a memory from when I was in the Marine Corps.
Oh, boot camp whenever we raped you. Right.
No. Well, no. Okay, so you know how you put out a reading list that you thought Marines should read to be like more.
Oh yeah. Okay, what was on that reading list?
Well, just your all the different books.
50 Shades of Grey was on there.
Well,
one of my favorites.
It actually was.
Of course, the Vampire Diaries. Oh my God.
Well, when I remember looking at that list and seeing all just the different war books and tactical books and everything, and then at the bottom, I thought someone had added it in as a joke, but 50 Shades of Grey was at the bottom there, and And now
That's because 50 Shades of Grey is great. Okay. Go ahead. What
well,
were you
no,
gonna say?
I was just saying. I thought for the longest time, I just thought it was like a joke and like a misprint. But now seeing you like this, it makes totally perfect sense. And
I have a couple of movies that I would like to recommend to you right now. Number one.
Okay. I don't know.
Number one, Brokeback Mountain, one of my favorites.
Okay.
Saturday Night Fever, that's one of them.
Huh.
And then all of the Richard Simmons catalog, Sweatin' to the Oldies. My God.
Is that how you stayed in shape for so long?
It will do wonders to you.
General?
And if you watch past the credits, there's something special.
Well, General, how did doing the Richard Simmons workouts, did those help improve your physical fitness tests?
Well, they improved my sex life a lot.
Combat fitness
Believe
tests,
me.
scores?
I learned what a real man wants. And I seized the day and I took it and I shoved it into my butthole. So.
General.
Below deck docking 2.0, right?
No.
Okay, I'm going to have to get out of here, guys.
Yeah, General.
So, hey, General Mattis, it's been great having you on. I can't say that I'm not completely appalled.
Yeah, it's just...
well, look, it's just, guys, different strokes for different folks, right?
Well, we're glad that you could be yourself with us, General.
It is definitely good that you can be yourself.
We want to
More
get
to you.
Yeah, we want to get
We would
more
really like it for
questions,
you to maybe lay off murdering people in foreign countries if you could do that.
Yeah, that would. I think I
might be able to not do that because this is Trump's America now, and we're going to kill all of those sand.
Whoa.
Okay, get out of here, General Mattis.
General,
you can't say that. Wow. That went off the deep end really quickly there at the end. I can't believe he said that word. I'm probably gonna have to beep that out, don't you think?
I think maybe so. That was not what I was expecting of General Mattis. I was, wow.
I have to say it's kind of like almost exactly what I was expecting of General Mattis. I know a few Marines.
Interesting. Well, I mean, yeah. When people ask me what it was like to be in the Marines,
you just use the word below deck docking.
No, I would tell them. Okay, just imagine the gayest group of straight guys, and that's pretty close.
Right. Except you screw each other, right?
Well, no.
No, really?
Yeah.
So where was General Mattis getting all that stuff? Is he just like
he's an officer, so that's probably what.
Oh, it's probably different, like Skull and Bones style. Like George Bush stuff, right?
HW
or both of them.
I guess I don't know
because I watched this documentary and they like both go to like Omaha, Nebraska or something and bang children and men and stuff like that.
That's weird, but
wearing weird masks. So,
well, I don't know, but that was, I guess that confirms it.
Yeah,
Marine officers are gay.
Yeah,
not that there's anything wrong with that, but
not that there's anything wrong with that now. We don't have any problem with it.
Yeah,
do what you want to do. We're not going to tell you what to not do. Or
it makes sense though now that General Mattis is as gay as he is, because he's kind of like the leader. He's just like
he's the king of the gays.
Yeah, in the Marine Corps, anyways.
Well, maybe if you think about it, because he's the most powerful one. I think I heard him say something about being the most powerful power bottom ever. Yeah, even over Aleister Crowley, I guess. But it's just incredible, like that. He might be king of the gays.
I mean,
I feel like AIDS would just bounce off of him.
If someone told him that they thought he wasn't the king, he probably could kill them, because he's got knife hands.
Yeah, he would rip his throat.
And
this is the thing. Being a libertarian, it's like we can't support the position that he's in, but in a state of society, he's probably good for the job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
we're still gonna say it should be abolished. But
yeah, but I mean, if the position's there, I guess fill it with a professional.
Yeah, professional gay dude.
Yeah.
We learned something today,
and
guys.
People are saying Trump's against the LGBTQ community.
No. I'm surprised that we didn't get any info on that.
Yeah,
because I wondered how he got the position so quickly. You know what I mean?
Trump Jr. maybe?
Yeah. Sucking dick. Below deck docking.